Alright, hey guys, so there's been a new Humble Bundle. This one's called the Hooked on Multiplayer 2018 Bundle. Includes a bunch of multiplayer or co-op games. The first tier, which is just $1, includes Stick Fight the Game, Rampage Nights, and Tumblestone. I highly recommend playing Stick Fight. It is super fun with a bunch of friends. The second tier, which is the Beat the Average tier, is currently sitting at $5.34, includes Besiege, Duck Game, and Hover. And then the third tier, which is at $14, includes a copy of Rocket League, along with $2 of Humble Wallet store credit. Also in the $1 tier, you get the soundtrack for each one of the games, so you get 3 soundtracks. And if you guys do decide to purchase the bundle, I encourage you guys to use the referral link in the description below, and then you can scroll down and you can choose where your money goes, and you can actually choose to send the full amount to me if you want to support me and this channel, or you can split it between the developers, charity, or Humble Bundle, and you can split it however you like. But I do really appreciate anyone who uses my referral links. So scrolling back up, I'm just going to go through like each game individually. Stick Fight the Game is super fun to play with friends, especially if you have 4 friends to play with. It's more of a physics-based fighting game with stick figures. It's very entertaining. There's tons of levels. There's a lot of content. You can end up playing this game for well over an hour. It's super enjoyable. The second game is called Rampage Nights. This is another, I guess you'd call it a beat 'em up. It's a cooperative beat 'em up game. So it looks really entertaining. Kind of reminds me of like the style of like Castle Crashers in a way, but you go through various dungeons and you beat up a bunch of enemies. Looks really good. I would highly recommend playing this as well. Tumblestone is a puzzle arcade game that you can play multiplayer with up to 4 players. It has a full-length campaign and a bunch of other features as well. Looks pretty enjoyable. I haven't played it, but it looks very interesting. The next tier, the Beat the Average tier, which is at like $4 or $5, includes Besiege, which I've heard nothing but great things about. It has overwhelmingly positive reviews. It's essentially a sandbox physics building game where you complete a bunch of scenarios by building some sort of like medieval like war contraption, and you try to use it to destroy castles and various enemies and so forth. It's actually very enjoyable and engaging. There's all sorts of different ways to complete each level. So yeah, that's Besiege. I know a lot of people are really going to be wanting this game. And the Duck Game is a very enjoyable multiplayer 2D action shooter. There's a ton of different weapons and there's all sorts of crazy ways to kill each other. I've heard really good things about this game as well, and as you can see, overwhelmingly positive, which means most people really enjoy it. On Hover, this is I guess you'd call it like a rollerblading parkour game that you can play online with a bunch of other players as well. It's like racing and so forth. Looks really entertaining. Reminds me of old games like Jet Set Radio. But yeah, this looks really fun, and I like all of the colors going on. And the last game is Rocket League. I'm sure everyone has heard of this. Basically, it's soccer or football, except the players are these little rocket-powered toy cars. It's very competitive, extremely fun, especially playing with friends. You can play with up to 8 people. So yeah, Rocket League is definitely a big game, and they've added a lot of content since its release. It used to be extremely popular. I'm not sure if it still is, but I'm sure there's a lot of players that still play it every day. So yeah, that's pretty much all the games in this bundle. It's kind of a small bundle, but I think the games are more than worthwhile. All the games here are quality games, which are really nice to see, and they're a lot of fun, especially if you have friends to play with in multiplayer. So yeah, that's the Hooked on Multiplayer 2018 bundle. Thanks for watching, thanks for supporting my channel, and have a nice day.